Hello, hello, and welcome back to another Cosmic Tarot Deep Dive. I am Cosmic Boogeyman, and we are back. We are back, and we are back. Yeah, this is the Hangman. Yeah, this card doesn't trap. It doesn't trap. Don't get fooled. There's a lot in here. It really frees us. It shows us that when we turn our perspective upside down, the truth really falls into view. It really does. How you guys doing? I'm Cosmic Boogeyman. If you haven't been with me before, think about subscribing, even becoming a member. How about that? You get access to this content a little bit more, or even checking out my Instagram, my TikTok, or all the other socials. And think about hanging out. Think about taking a wander through here. Tarot City. Yeah, we're gonna look at all of this, all of the details inside of this little hangman. What does this do? This card here. This card is about the perspective. What must I release? What must I hang up? There's a lot of things I personally went through to get to this card. No joke. Really. I went through a lot of career changes, a lot of things that I really had to look at the new truth, saying, what am I struggling with in my own life that got me here? Like, no, this is not like I looked at a book and said, hey, since I was little, I had to go through these cards, look at the universe and say, okay, teach me. And the universe would smack me around and say, okay, I guess I'll learn. And, I went through my own tree of life events, and one of those things I really went through is essentially, it's going to sound bad, but the breaking of my own cosmic spine. And it linked up to the realms, and I learned how to walk again. And I'm looking to teach you. That's what this is. Let's walk our cosmic legs back and say, hey, why are we holding ourselves back? You know what I'm talking about. You do. If you're hanging still in here, you're like, yep, cosmic. You're like, I should do that, but I'm not gonna. Why? I don't know. I just don't know. Why won't you go kick that door and say, this is my job, bro. I put all this time in. I'm the one who should be leading this company into the next millennia. You know what I'm saying? It's not you holding them back. It's you holding you back to lead the next, you're struggling. Why? Because the truth is right there. I'm going to dig this really deep with you. I want you guys to hang out there. I want you to look at these red pants, this blue tunic, and say, what did they originally write? Did they put this out there? Yeah. These cards are going to live on for millennia. These cards will never die. Why? Because I'm living my existence through them, and I'm going to put that out there. Mr. Cosmic's cards are going to live through these cards. This is serenity in the face, the acceptance of I'm going to do this. I'm going to change. The halo, the glow, the cosmic illumination, that's all in here, right? This is the Ankh symbol living throughout these cards. But what hangs me up? What I going to give up? Let's go through this here. The figure is hanging in this Tau-shaped, tree-shaped symbol. The stability, the endurance. This is like cosmic energy, right? What are the legs forming? A little triangle symbol. This is a union of opposition, saying I can go left or right, but I have to decide. It's your decision. The illumination of passive energy, whenever I pull for someone, whenever I've always pulled for someone, it's always been their decision. They want me to give them the which way do I go? It's not about that. It has never been about that. The life force, the passion, the red that you see in the card, the legs, that's you. That's left or right. It's your decision. You're standing on one foot here. What do I do? The blue, the wisdom, the transcendence, that's also you. Your hands are tied because you don't want to make the decision. Passion inverted, but once you make the decision, you're like, God damn, I did that. God damn, I did that. Yeah, you did. As I read you, and I always talk about this, when that wisdom inverts and it takes a moment of insight and you start to roll forward, you realize this hangman goes, what? It's not pain, it's serenity. It's the calm expression of serenity. I love the hangman because it comes in as a volunteer. It says, I'm not a victim. I'm just pausing to take a moment of understanding. I made it to this point. Base camp 1, base camp 2, I call it. Then you get to the very, very moment of realizing you are at the summit of, and you go, what? That's okay. You have to pause. Sometimes in your journey, you do pause. It's all right. We're rocking and we're rolling. And that barefoot, that moment you look at this reading, you look at this card, you see the barefoot, it's humility. Be human. That's the humility, the humble. That's okay. The arms folded in the back realizes there is no struggle. The yellow background, that pause in here, that's that when you see where the yellow is, that's saying we have clarity, divine light. in the pause, that's why I call it base camp, right? When I get through these cards and I look in this energy, I say, what is this? I don't link this necessarily to any sign, because this is base camp. Everybody's welcome at this. Yes, I would never turn anyone away from base camp. It's like we get water here, and I always put the hangman a little bit of water energy because it's unconscious mind, right? We invert to find that divine depth, the dream states, the surrender, the mysticism, saying, what can I find? Neptune energy. But I'm not saying I'm not necessarily saying water signs, if you notice that. But what I do is I get into that inversion for relevation, saying, why am I here? What brings me back? What's hanging here? What's the fear? What's the flipping? What's the freedom? What's that connection? Why am I resetting my frequency at this moment? And if you notice that around the head, that's that yellow, it gives us a pause to recalibrate. It's not punishment. And most people, and there's a lot of tarot readers that read these cards differently, and this is what I'm just telling you, stop struggling. Allow this to happen. You're only delaying your own protection if you look at it, right? When you're embodying the hangman, I let you know you're doing the inner work. I let you see this. You can't unsee that growth. And when I recognize you, I take a moment, and I do my heart chakra does connect to yours. And I love to get those rituals. I love to read on different days. As I went through my own experience, my own hangman, I realized I read on different days, and like love days are different. Like this would be a ritual day would be Friday. It released that urgency, that meditation, that journaling. But if you guys reframe your own structure, what are you framing? Who are you in this new future? At base camp, you say, okay, I'm just getting to base camp 2. I'm not trying to map out summit. I'm mapping out base camp 2, right? Or from base camp 2 to summit. What are you going to do? And that perspective changes your whole existence. Because a lot of times we think about when you went from grade 1 to grade 2. We were saying, whoa, I'm kindergartner. What are you going to do in your first job? I'm like, no. That's a lot of pressure on you in the soul. That stillness is sacred. That delay is alignment. That pause gives you a moment to suspend and free yourself. It doesn't bind you to doing anything. And there is outs. Even when you're in college or school, you can always drop out. At base camp, it gives you a moment of saying, do you want to get out of this? Relationships, right? Hey, this isn't working out for me. Hey, at a job, hey, I'm going to move on, I think. I'm going to find a different job, or I'm going to get promoted. Base camp. I love seeing that in your readings, and I'm not afraid to call it out. You ever been with me? Thumbs up if you've been with me. Let me know if you've been with me before. I love when I get connected to you, because that tells me how many base camps we've been together. Yes. Because the number 12 tells me, hey, that's sacrifice. That's our discipline together. Our higher vision. How many summits are we going to hit together? That's the fool's journey. That's the deep surrender. I'm letting you know I'm on my second fool's journey with you. As I reread these, that's a second fool's journey. Yes, it is. It's our own gateway. Our gateway to material striving. Our spiritual release. As I look through these material, this red burns, do I move on? Do I continue? I'm on a second fool's journey with you as we look at this. If you're here again, and this is your second time reading these, you're probably saying, what are you talking about? But many of you will be here and saying, I can get it. I know I can piece together what's being done. Right? This hangman it's never been about defeat. Get some iced tea in here. But the reality is it's about surrendering to the deeper rhythm of the cosmos, the rhythm of the divine. The pause has always been holy. It's always been about the inversion of the vision of what we've been looking for. You, me, myself. And I look at that for a moment of pause, and I look at how we can get there. What is it you've been looking for? When you pause, you reflect, you come back, you go to the voluntary sacrifice and say, how do I get here? Patience is required. We, you, me, I, we both understand. That's why you're still in this. Do you release control and say, I'm going to go on to the next video? Do you say, I'm going to continue? Do you let yourself find whatever this is you've been looking for and unlock Pandora's box more? The transformation from wholeness to stillness to completion. It's the letting go of ego, as I would call it, the detachment from ego, the resting from movement, trusting the divine timing, as that would be. What is it you've been looking for, saying, I know this is coming in. I don't know how to get to it, but I know it's coming in. Not about ego. It's the service to something higher. That's the part of it. Releasing the old self. Pause for just a second and ask yourself, is it coming in? Are you between worlds? That's this. That's the Hangman. That's one card of the tarot deck. Powerful, yes? Yes? Yes. Hit the comments. Let me know. Because the freedom through surrender is really, really freeing. It's really, it's liberating, yes? But what happens when it starts to reverse and starts to come back? It's that resistance. And we'll get into that. I'll come back. Because that martyr complex is really, it's annoying when you have like a friend or an ally that comes back and, hey, can I talk to you? Yeah. It's the victim mentality. You're like, damn, bro, stop being impatient. What you always feel stuck, right? Yeah. Is that you, or is that your friend, or is that someone near you, or an ex? That is a reminder, right? Because that surrendering to that consciousness, you can't force it. Is that you? Is that your friend? The illusion of helplessness. Does it make you go, oh my God, bro, missing the spiritual lesson? Blind sacrifice with no purpose? That's what we're talking about, the ego clingers. Seeing no progress. That's what we have to be worrisome of. Wasted time. As I was talking to students, I'm like, are you a doom scroller? Are you on your phone scrolling? Or are you doing something purposeful? As I try to prepare them and get them ready for their new life in this new digital age, right? We want to make sure we're not going into this. We want to go into life with clarity. Base camp 1, base camp 2. I appreciate that. It's resting before movement, right? And it's okay. Detachment is fine. It is fine. Releasing that control and saying, what do you got for me, universe? You know? But let's be honest with each other. This is really about us. You, me, all of us surrendering to the deeper truths, the deeper rhythms, and that pause. It's holy. It's something special. The inversion is really for us to take a moment and say, what are you showing me? Do me a favor, guys. Drop a comment below. Let me know you like this. If you like it, like, subscribe, and hit that notification. See you guys soon. Peace.